Hey Fabulous Firsties, Miss Taylor here. We are going to dive in to learn about bar graphs today. I have a beautiful tally chart here that's going to help us create a bar graph in just a second. So I asked my friends and family, what is your favorite season? So I have my title, my question, at the top of my tally chart. And then I have my labels off to the side to help me organize my data. The data is the most important part of your graph. So for winter, I have my votes here. Now, Miss Stevens last week taught us about this group of 5. You have that slant and the 5th tally to let you know that that is a group of 5. So when you go to count it, it's a lot easier to count. So I know that this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 votes for winter. Feel free to count along with me for fall. This is fall, 5, 10, 11. So 11 votes for fall. And then for spring, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 votes for spring. And then last but not least, summer. So for summer, we only have 5, 10 votes for summer. So 10 votes for summer. So I can now take my data from my tally chart and turn it into a beautiful and colorful bar graph. So a bar graph is kind of the same thing as a tally chart. It just organizes data in a different way. And it kind of can represent a pictograph as well, because you can still easily see which category has the most votes. So I have winter, fall, spring, and summer here. This is my labels. My data is all the votes. So at the bottom, I have kind of almost like a number line. I have my numbers at the bottom to mark each vote. So I can easily tell that fall matches and still has the 11 votes. So I'm going to write an 11 here and circle it, because that tells me there's 11 votes there. For winter, there are 8 votes, and it matches the tally graph. So there are 8 votes for winter. I'm gonna do the same for spring. Spring, there are 9 votes. And then for summer, there are 10 votes. This is a good strategy to use to make sure that you have the correct number of votes on your bar graph. So now I can take this beautiful bar graph and then I can answer some questions regarding the bar graph. Sorry, my tape did not stay. Okay, let's hope that holds. So now I have my bar graph, and then I have my questions that I'm going to answer for my bar graph, or using my bar graph. So number 1 says, which season has the most votes? Well, luckily for us, we already used that strategy, and we can see that fall has the most votes. So I can write fall. Number 2, which season has the fewest votes? Fewest means least. So which season has the fewest votes? Winter. Winter only had 8 votes. How many more chose fall over winter? So now we're taking 2 seasons and comparing them. How many more chose fall over winter? So I'm going to look for fall. Fall had 11. Winter only had 8. So I'm going to subtract to find out the difference, to compare how many more chose fall over winter. So 11 minus 8. What is 11 minus 8? Can you help me out here? Oh yeah, it's 3. So 3 more people chose fall over winter. Good job. How many fewer did, oh, sorry, I had to read that first. How many fewer did spring have over summer? So now we're going to look at spring versus summer. Well, spring had 9 and summer had 10. So I can say 10 minus 9 equals what? What is 10 minus 9? You're right, it is 1. So spring only had 1 fewer vote than summer. Okay, and the last question says, how many votes does winter and spring have together? So are we going to add on that question or subtract? What do you think? Winter and spring have together. That's a very important word, together. So I know that winter, if I look at my bar graph, has 8. And spring has 9. So let me ask you again, are we going to add or subtract? You're right, we are going to add. 8 plus 9, yes. I know that 8 plus 9, you can use the strategy doubles plus 1. So if I use doubles plus 1, I know that 8 plus 8 equals 16. Is 16 my answer though, for 8 plus 8? Or am I trying to do 8 plus 9? You're right, I'm trying to do 8 plus 9. So I need to add 1 more, doubles plus 1. So I can do 16 plus 1 equals 17. So there are 17 total votes for winter and spring.